coffee. I just met the woman, and from the shop we went to a nearby village. Halfway she found out that she's not able to walk anymore, so it took us an hour or something to get back to her place, and she has severe back problems. The same backache I've got too. So yeah. But then yeah, I told her about my exercise to do this African fat wobble thing. So at least now she knows about that one. But now it's perfect. It's pitch black. And I gotta walk up hill. And I got no lighter. So what you're gonna be witnessing will be either me paying for a ticket or actually walking up there. And I guess I'm gonna walk just because I need it, you know. I want to have these positive hormones. How stupid is this? You cannot place anything on here. Well, you can, sort of. It's kind of working. Minchia. I love Lavazza coffee. That one is really nice. Shall I get some more to drink? Oh well. So yeah, I could get the ticket. And now we are at that moment, you know, where I look at pitch dark sky. And if I walk up there, I'm gonna need the camera all the way up. So I put all the batteries in my jacket. These are people, you know, they're building something there. So it's not been 10 o'clock. How stupid is this when you're always being loud, you know? For the people living in the vicinity, this is so annoying. And whenever I was passing by, they were doing something. Either they were piling huge boulders of rock. Right now, I'm not sure what they're doing. This is so annoying. You know, when people have to be using machines all the time. There is nothing they do that is silent work. Like when I was at the anthroposophic school, we were carving stuff out of wood. That was silent work. We were grounding stone so that we could make sand images. That one was loud. But basically, what you can do with your hands is fine. But they are always using machines. Yeah. Coffee. So this woman was not able to walk straight because her back hurt so much. And then also she was drinking. It's called Kirsch. It's like vodka. When you drink it, you got the hangover, although. So it's not the same like vodka. Vodka doesn't give you a hangover, headache. But this sort of Kirsch actually made her, you know, walk uncertain. And then she had this severe back pain. So she needed to walk with the whole body bent backward. So until I was figuring out that she's not falling, but she's trying to get rid of the pain. So I told her about my father that had this back pain and couldn't take any more painkillers. For the painkillers actually would make you go, dizzy. So he was drinking a lot. So drinking a lot, in his case, it led to being an alcoholic, and then he died because of that. And then a punk in the financial capital of Switzerland was hanging out there outside, homeless, it seemed. But the thing was, he was just too fed up with the place he was living at, so he decided, rather than going home every night and then next day he would have to travel throughout the whole city to get his medicine, the methadone, which is a substitute for heroin addicts, which makes them, even more addicted. So he would just stay at the place at all times. And yeah, he was homeless, so to say. But he was drinking, and always with the punks. So throughout the year, to the various festivities, Christmas, Easter, Halloween, 1st of May, that's a national day of festivities in Switzerland. All the workers have their day off and they go demonstrating for the cause of, better conditions at their workplace and stuff. So whatever they want to bring forth at that day, they're going to be videoed by the media. So yeah, he was out there at all times, and also on these festivities. I met him and he was there. I was there with the camera, so I was just witnessing his doings on these days. So then, all these festivities passed, and I had recorded him. Once we went to people, we were at home of some people that were giving their apartment to us so that we could sit there, drink and be jolly. And then some other day he would be just alone walking outside with a guy asking people for money. And then a few blocks down the city he would go and buy some Big Mac or whatever it was. These were the things that we were doing. So I was recording him, and then because I couldn't cut it right away, it took me years actually to get to cut that material. So when I was able to cut it, and I met him at his place in Zurich, I wanted to meet him at least. He wasn't there, so he died. So then people told me that there is gonna be a funeral, and yes, so I went to his funeral, and then later on I was able to cut the video. So it's called Für die Toten, for the dying, and then dash, die down. So it's a documentary where you don't need to understand what the people are talking, because I don't want to walk. I go and I take the cable car, so I walk downward again. I want to drink something cold as well, so I'm gonna get some cold drink from the machine right there. Yeah. And so he was dying because he was drinking whiskey. So later on I was watching the video, and I saw on the video, like, there was the street parade, which is a festivity in my eyes as well. So then in the street parade we were at the lake, and we were in a tram, like one of those metal vehicles we got within the city. And so he was, from time to time, always opening his backpack. He would take the bottle of whiskey, he would take a sip, and then he would put it back quickly. Sometimes he would drink some like gulp of water or something, so that he wouldn't have this taste in his mouth all the time. Oh, I hear now this one has just gone, so now it will take us quite some time until a new one is leaving, but that doesn't matter. I'm gonna wait for a new cable car. I'm gonna get a ticket, I'm gonna get something cold to drink from the machine. I'm just gonna enjoy life. So he was actually dying because he drank too much whiskey. And so on Sundays in Switzerland, where could you buy whiskey? There is some shops open at the main station, and then there is another station where you would be able to get whiskey. Just certain shops sell whiskey. So he was telling me that on Sundays you would meet all the drunkards at this and that shop, because that's the only place where you could get that liquor, hard stuff. It's not just beer. If you drink beer, you're not gonna die that easily. But when you drink too much alcohol, and today, the woman had the same face like he had, the swollen eyelids, and so by that you're gonna die off. So I told her my father died because of the pain. So if she's not gonna do these exercises, she's gonna have the same fate. So today it was like me being angel of fate, meeting her and telling her, oh, the next one leaves in an hour, so we can easily get the ticket and go to wherever, because I'm now gonna drive up. So the next cable car is gonna go in an hour. So now I'm gonna get a drink from the Selecta, and I'm gonna go to the city if the train moves towards the city, because within an hour I can drive back and forth, right? Now it's just been like, oh, I just saw the watch, but I didn't memorize. It was like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock something. So it's not really late. It's rather just like, it's dark. That's winter time in Switzerland. We aren't that far south towards the equator. We got like 3 months of high time summer. And from then on, it's like darkish and wet and cold. And so yeah, if I get to go into a train, I'm gonna just go a few stations somewhere, because the next cable car is gonna go, now it's 8 o'clock, it'll leave in an hour. So first I'm gonna check for the trains, because I need to know how much time I got to actually get the drink and the ticket. Now it's 19 or actually 20 something. 2013. There is one going to Glarus. I'm taking that one. 2013. I got quarter of an hour. So see you then.